You wouldn't believe the amount of tax I've had to pay this year doing UberEats and DoorDash as a side hustle in Brisbane, Australia. Stay tuned right to the end and I'll get to how much tax I have to pay the Australian government. Anyway, jumping straight in, I'm Nick, this is Dash with Nick. If you are new, I share my DoorDashing and UberEats content mainly as a side hustle, earning extra money for my yearly trips. This year I started in November and I saved enough to go to Vegas. We had an amazing holiday and I'm going to do the same. I also share my ride-alongs, so if this is something you would like, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Hey, just a disclaimer as well, I'd like to say that I'm not a financial expert. I'm just sharing my honest opinion on how I went about things. My situation will be completely different to other people. Again, like I said, this is a side hustle. This is something for me and my holidays each year. So my situation will be completely different to someone else's. And I'm not a financial expert. So I'm being clear and honest and transparent about my situation. My main job, quite a good paid job, well paid, so I'm very lucky there, but obviously my job does depend heavily on commission. Commission depends on the market, etc. It started Uber and DoorDashing as a side hustle because that was, something that helped up my loss of commission for the year. Breakdown of my earnings, and I've got my phone so I can look at my note. For the year, starting the end of November, I earned with DoorDash $7,439.27. UberEats $12,591.79. Total for the year for both gigs was $20,031.06. I mean 10 to 20 hours a week, mainly before work in the mornings and weekends and Friday nights. So that's how I would schedule my dashing in. The deductibles, which I managed to claim, the main big part of the deductibles was my car use. Purchased my car in 2022 for $43,000, brand new. My car's under 7 years old. I can claim the appreciation value, so that was very helpful. My car insurance is about $90 a month, probably soon to go up because the kangaroo hit our car the other day and it's been repaired. So my first ever claim ever has obviously gone now, my no claims. Tracked my kilometers with driver's note. I don't think I could have done it. When I first started Gigwork, I started doing it manually, but it was a nightmare doing a logbook. So I got driver's note app. The app is amazing. I cannot stress how much this app has helped me with my tax return, and it's amazing because you get to pick whether it's private or business kilometers. So the kilometers business were 15,215. So out of that $20,000 that I earned, 15,215K. So I've done over $1 a K, which is good to see. Personal Ks, obviously I don't do as much. My car would just stay in the garage other than taking the kids to the train station and the odd shops. I didn't really use my car prior. So I think that was about 3,000 for the year for my personal K. Break down the petrol expenditure for the whole year. And obviously they'd work out on a percentage of how much of that was your business use. But my petrol was $3,191 for the year. I had 3 car services since November, which was $335, $765, $530. New tires was about $1,300. Car washes, I had my car washed about 4 or 5 times and that came to about $110 for the year. I had a car holder, my MagSafe, my camera equipment, the signage on my car, all those things, they all added up to deductibles. I had delivery bags, pizza bags, different torches, etc. that I claimed, and obviously my cameras. Glasses that I need for driving, they were $200, so I claimed them. My driver's note app is $18.70 a month, and I had that for 9 months, which is about $168. So that was deducted. My mobile phone a month was about $110. See, I claimed some other stuff from my full-time job at home because I work from home. Canva app was $20 per month, which added up to $240 for the year, and I use Canva for all my thumbnails and my artwork, etc. Deductibles, the claims, it was car expenses, mainly fuel, servicing, tires, rego, appreciation, mobile phone, delivery bags, you know, sort of apps, etc., office supply. Getting to the fun part, I should say the fun part, because this is what you've all been waiting for. You want to know how much money do I have to pay the Australian government this year. Incredibly, the tax agent came back to me and he told me I owe $651. Can you believe that? $651. Just to repeat that, that's pretty incredible. His fee was $121, and apparently I also had $315 owed from adjustments from last year's financial year, so that all will come off and I'll have to pay that. I didn't even know about that one. So in total it's about $1,100 including his fee. So yeah, I was really shocked, and I didn't start gig work until the end of November last year, so this year will be a bit bigger with the Ks, obviously once I get my car back. But I know to claim more receipts. For example, like we'd often have takeaways or fast food after our shifts. Sometimes we'd have dinner on our way home, grab it. I didn't keep the receipts for that. So that's something I've got to be mindful of, it's keeping more receipts, but you have to keep your receipts but I love things like the driver's app. It's just been really helpful. And my advice is not only keep your receipts, but keep at least 20 to 30%, because that's what I did. I kept $5,000 safe on the side. I had this tax bill, and I honestly wouldn't be surprised if it was $5,000 to $10,000, but the fact that it was only $651 is pretty incredible. Obviously $1,100 with all the extras on top. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, leave it in the comments below. Look forward to hearing from you, and thank you so much for everyone's support. Until the next one, bye.